With Ethereum retesting fresh highs at $4,000 per coin, it is obvious that altcoin season is trying to kick off. Now, one of the catalysts that is moving prices higher today is, check this out. Bitcoin's price is up on near 117,000. Obviously, Ethereum is up on Trump's new order for 401ks allowing crypto investments. We're going to be talking about it in this video, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, bro. Now, I'm going to jump right into this article. We're going to talk about some prices and some cryptocurrencies that I am buying in anticipation of the biggest bull market rally ever in the next couple of months. Now, I say the next couple of months, right? But I can't predict the future, and I hope you guys are smart enough to know that. We are simply seeing things play out in real time that look nearly identical to previous bull market cycles in 2013, 2017, and of course 2021. It says Bitcoin rose slightly on Friday, extending recent gains after U.S. President Donald Trump signed an order aimed at allowing more alternative assets, including crypto, to be used in 401k retirement accounts. Altcoins logged much stronger gains, with Ethereum back inside of its 2021 peaks, while XRP rallied on the end of a long-running lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC. But gains still appeared skittish in the face of tariffs on some other countries. We don't all know how those are going to play out, though, right? We've seen the tariffs bring prices down. People finally realize once again, oh, this is going to turn out to be a better deal for the United States, and then prices rally even higher. It says Trump's order opens the way for alternative asset managers to grab a greater share in America's massive retirement savings market. The order will also allow investors easier access to alternative assets in their defined contribution retirement plans. Trump claimed that regulatory overreach and litigation risks have prevented retirees from clocking potentially higher returns on their investment. But critics warned that alternative investments were inherently riskier, making them less suitable for long-term stability. And, I've said this countless times. What I decide to invest in my retirement account is up to me. My risk appetite is up to me. If I deem it responsible for myself to go out there and invest in Bitcoin, I should be allowed to invest in Bitcoin. Now, that's under the assumption that Bitcoin's not an illegal asset and all of that stuff, right? I get the legalities of all of that. But don't tell me, right, as a regulator, what legal assets I can and cannot invest in based on what you think the risks are that I should be taking. Now, just because I have the possibility and the opportunity to invest in Bitcoin does not mean that I have to. And this is the idea. This is like what so many of these people overlook. It does not matter, right? I cannot get behind the mentality of somebody who limits or makes, the claim that because it's riskier, it's less suitable and should be illegal, right? So knowing that, I don't have to take that risk. I can continue to go out there and earn my 4% annualized interest. I can continue to go out there and invest in bonds. But if I want to dedicate 1%, 10%, 100% of my retirement savings that I earn into a risky asset like Bitcoin, well, guess what? I can make that decision for myself, not you as a regulator. So I believe that this is a huge win. Is it going to cause all 401k assets to be invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum and altcoins? No, it's not going to do that. But it is going to open up the door for people to potentially make even greater returns. Think about it. If 15 years ago, Bitcoin's 2010, right? If somebody was willing to invest $10 in Bitcoin in their retirement account, let's think about this. The regulators said, oh, no, that's too risky. You can't ever do that. Why would you ever be allowed to invest $10 in a cryptocurrency in your retirement account? Don't you dare think about that risk. $10 is too great. Guys, if they would have bought $10 worth of Bitcoin, they'd have 20, 30, 40, 50 Bitcoin right now. I mean, think about that. 15 years, they could easily be retired on the $20 million that would be sitting in their retirement account based on the $10 that they decided to risk. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be your entire paycheck. It doesn't have to be your entire life savings. But digital assets are the future. And being able to invest a small portion of your overall earnings should be allowed. And I believe that this is going to cause this bull market to really kick off. Yes, crypto will continue to be speculative. Yes, crypto will continue to be risky. But yes, crypto is going to provide opportunities that do not exist anywhere else in the financial world. And because of that, I continue to invest. I buy Bitcoin, I buy Ethereum, and you guys got access to the KSX exchange, which is one of the places that I am buying these assets. But I am also buying Bitcoin Hyper. Now, Bitcoin Hyper is the fastest Bitcoin layer 2 blockchain out there. These guys are building a layer 2 for Bitcoin to bring utility to Bitcoin traders, right? I bought some Bitcoin on decentralized exchanges before. It takes forever. I mean, dude, it takes an hour for Bitcoin to show up in your wallet. And imagine, you go to the grocery store, you want to spend some Bitcoin, you want to utilize it, and it takes an hour. You might as well do a wire transfer from the bank, dude, and sit there watching your clock, hoping that it hits before the end of the day. So with the layer 2, this is really going to bring a lot of utility back to Bitcoin. That's one of the reasons they've been able to raise $7.7 million so far. So if you guys are interested in buying in, you click that link in the description below. You buy with card, buy with crypto, connect your wallet, simply type in how much you want. If you're worried or wondering how this layer 2 works, you're going to bridge over from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Hyper. And then with near zero, or instant finality, you're going to be able to transact on the layer 2 blockchain. Utilizing zero knowledge proofs, it sends your info back to Bitcoin. And then from there, when you're ready to withdraw, you simply initiate the request and it sends your Bitcoin back to your Bitcoin layer 1 wallet address. It is that simple. With over 16,000 followers on their X account, people are very interested. Now, yes, it looks like a meme coin, right? You've got all of the markers, all of the graphics of a meme coin, but a layer 2 blockchain for Bitcoin could bring in a ton of utility, and 138% annualized staking rewards are incredible as well. So make sure to check the link out down in the description below for Bitcoin Hyper, as cryptocurrency and Bitcoin altcoins are set to be the future. Let me know what you think about it all down in the comments, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.